We are live with Susie B in the kitchen, and I just got all my ingredients together. We're going to be making a penne pasta bake. I think we're going to make a bake. I think we'll see. We'll see. I really would like to make a bake. Turn on the lights. Let's turn on the lights. Here we go. Okay, I got my water over here for boiling. This is for the cooking the meat, the onions, garlic. I'm going to chop those up real quick. And let's see. So I honestly don't want to start boiling just yet. So I'm just going to put that on low. Let's see. Get our cutting board here. I really wanted to make this with macaroni. I don't have any macaroni, so I got penne pasta, and thank goodness I got at least something. I think I can make it work. I'm gonna try and attempt to make this work with penne pasta. So here's my butter. This is gonna be for sautéing the onions, garlic, and peppers. So let's do this. Let's get this chopped up. Okay. So that's gonna be put that over there. Canned goods. Okay. Onion. What kind of onion do we want? Let's use a yellow onion for this. Okay, we got our onion. Let's get our knife. Welcome into Susie B's channel. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. I was just live a bit ago and I was talking about a bunch of different things, the weather, and a little bit of some stuff that sparks my interest. And it was a nice, good live earlier. So what we got here is some butter in a pan. Gate Smasher, welcome back. How was your pizza? How'd your pizza come out? So we're gonna just turn the camera around, and we're gonna try to chop up these ingredients. We are gonna chop up these ingredients. I'm gonna have to. Okay, sorry about the lighting. It seems like every time I need to use this area of the kitchen, the darn lighting needs to be freaking recharged. So I apologize for that. Let's see. Let's chop these peppers here. See if we can get this done fairly quickly, and just get this done. So I'm gonna do a penny bake, like I did my spaghetti bake the other day, and I wanted to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do a bake though. I think I'm just gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do it in the cast iron pan right on the stove. I don't know if I'm gonna add the pepperoni to it. So I really wanted to do another bake like that, but different kind of pasta. It's different neighborhood. Right, it's a different kind of cooking. So I'm gonna make this. This is how I would usually make my my cowboy mac. So it's usually mac and cheese with okay, there's all my peppers. I don't want to cut them too small. I'm gonna taste them in there. I like it chunky. So we're just gonna dice them, right? I don't want to make them too small. I like to have a nice and chunky. Plus, I'm putting pasta in here, which is not, it's a penne pasta. So you'll see it's going to be this kind of pasta. And you're going to have, mixed with peppers, right? That's just how it's going to look in your plate. So we don't want to cut them too small. All right, we want to cut some garlic. And like this too, we don't need it. We don't need it very small. I want to be able to see my garlic. I want to taste it. I want to be able to chew on it. So we don't want to. We don't want to make the garlic too small. We want it chunky. So let's not get too picky with how small it has to be. Let's just chop it up. Just chop it up, chop it up. Chop, 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 chop. Just quickly do that. So, get in there. Fingers are getting all sticky. So we're gonna saute. We're gonna saute some onions, garlic, peppers. Get this onion cut. Right. Just throw that over there. All right, onion. Probably going to use maybe half of this onion. So I'll just cut it. And we're going to leave big chunks here. So we don't want little tiny dices. We want nice chunky dices. So I'm trying to do this quickly. So try to keep this at a decent hour, hopefully under an hour. This will cook pretty fast, actually. We're not going to bake this. So that's about all the onion we're going to need. That's about a half of a white onion. And we use a little tiny sweet peppers. So all that's going to go into the pan. I'm going to throw that in right now. We're going to turn you around and turn up the volume. Pump up the volume. All right, onion. We'll do the onion and garlic first. Onion, garlic. We'll do the peppers. I am going to add a can of crushed tomatoes since I already have one in the pantry. We don't have any tomatoes. All we got is cherry tomatoes. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the diced tomatoes. Just one can. That's going to go in the recipe here. So usually I would be making this with a Melbo macaroni, right? Melbo. Elbow macaroni, but we don't have any, and I'm not running down to the store. It's rush hour right now, and I almost did, but I was like, no, we're gonna make this penne pasta work. So let's make it work. Sometimes, might as well use the pasta we got. It's close enough in size and shape, except it's not bent. but it's going to have to do. We're going to make it work. So this is called last minute improvising a meal. And I really wanted pasta. I mean, I could have done chicken. I could have done anything else, but I want comfort food. Okay, so I want these flavors. I want this pasta. Usually it would be macaroni, but we don't have macaroni. All we got is this kind of pasta. But I'm going to make this work. I almost want to break those in half because they're just kind of too big. But let's just saute some of this onion and this garlic. Hi, Stats. How you doing? Good to see you. That's pretty much all the ingredients that are going to go in there. You can get creative. You can add jalapeno in here. You can add whatever other kind of peppers you like. You can add. I'm going to be adding ground beef to this pretty soon. Actually, I should probably start adding it. So let's put this in here. We're going to saute all this together. I plan on something with chicken later. At the last minute, I change it to something else. You know what's good? Have you ever had lemon baked chicken? Oh my God. Lemon baked chicken. Get your chicken. We used to do it with the whole chicken. And we used to cut up a whole chicken, right? Quarter it, piece it all out right down the middle, cut the breast right in half, cut the wings, the thighs off, separate the wings from the thighs and the drumstick. And then put that all in a pan, put some butter at the bottom, and cut yourself up a couple of lemons and slice them up, and then put that all over the chicken, and get yourself a white onion and dice that up, throw that in there, and cover it with foil, put it in the oven, and bake that for, I think, 30 minutes. And the last 10 minutes of the recipe of the time before it's ready, take your foil off, and put the just let it be exposed to the heat, and it'll start browning your chicken on the top. Oh my God, that's really good. That's really good. It's a nice lemon baked chicken. It's freaking awesome. Let's see, I got this. I don't want to have it too high. I have the temperature. It was at 5. I just put it down to like 4. I just want to saute these, and I don't want my veggies mushy, so I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to put them aside, and then I'm going to cook the beef. So let me just put these, take the veggies out, so you can see right here. My beef's over here. Just going to take the veggies out here. Just like so. Put the veggies aside. Ah, it smells good. You notice I didn't put any seasonings in there yet. So, put those aside. Come around here. We still got some butter in our pan. Our water is already boiling for the pasta. And I'm going to start adding the ground beef. Okay. Instead of adding, just throwing the whole block in here, I'm going to just put it in just like this. My hands are clean. I've washed them several times. Throw in your ground beef. This is good for the family too. The kids will love this. Preferably with macaroni, but we don't have macaroni, so we're going to be using penne pasta. Hi, Norma again. So there's your ground beef, right? Get your ground beef in there. Now, I'm going to add some cumin. to the meat right now. You want that cumin in the meat. You want to incorporate it into the meat as soon as you get it into the pan. So this is what I keep my cumin in. Such a good flavor. All right. Get that all mixed in there. Get that cumin inside that meat. Really incorporate that flavor in there. What other kind of seasoning do we put in here? It's not very many other things, because basically just salt and pepper. But you're gonna, if you salt at this stage, you're gonna end up salting again once you add the diced tomato, because this is gonna be very liquidy, in between soup and liquid. So it's gonna be very thick, and there's gonna be cheese in here too. So you just wait. You just wait. I'm gonna add my pasta now. I'm just gonna eyeball pasta, and I'm gonna say about 2 handfuls. This is just for 2 people. So if you're making for 4 people, just put all of that in there. I would say it's about 3 cups, 4 cups. Use 4 cups of pasta. This is enough meat for all of that. But if your family likes really meaty, add 2 bricks of ground beef, which we buy it in squares. So I would say this is 2 pounds, so I would say 4 pounds. This is a pound, 2 pounds, sorry. So see how quickly the meat is cooking. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook slower. So there's cumin in there. I'm not gonna add the veggies till in a little bit. This cooked really quick, really nice. Really nice. Is that gonna be enough? You know what? I'm gonna add some more onion to that. Just gonna add a little bit more onion. Maybe that onion flavor will cook into the meat also. So just get yourself, I did half an onion and it's already sauteed, but I'm gonna put in the other half in the meat. I like my onion, and there's plenty of garlic in there. So let's just mix this around with that cook. Since the beef's gonna be cooking for a little bit, and it's not very fatty, so you can see that there's not a lot of fat in there. So this is a kind of a low fat kind of low fat content in this ground beef. All right. So this should give us enough for dinner tonight, and for several leftovers for tomorrow. So I want to say there's probably going to be about 4 servings in here. My hubby eats like a bird. This pasta will definitely swell. And I'm actually going to put a little bit more in there. Okay, let that cook. You can add salt to your pasta water. I did that already. So I actually didn't need to salt this because I'm going to use some of that water in here. But in this water, you can add a little olive oil, just like that. Just let that cook. It smells really good. So I'm cooking it at a low heat right now. It's like on 2, so I don't want to burn anything. I don't want to cook it too fast. But when I start throwing everything together, it's gonna cook really fast after that. We're just waiting for the noodles to get soft, And once the noodles are soft, they're going to be thrown in here, and then the magic will happen. And we'll cover it just for a few minutes to let the cheese melt, and you'll see how this bad boy comes out. It's going to be delicious. You definitely want to cook this for your children. They will love this. You'll be so happy. If it's your first time cooking and you don't really know how to cook, I try to explain everything as best as I can. To make it as simple and not complicated, I try to use words that everybody knows. Try to make it simple, easy, so it's not like stressful. And you can cook this. I mean, this will be a great dinner. If you're very active and you need a pasta dish, this is a good pasta dish. Check out that spaghetti bake that I did. That's really good. That's great before soccer practice. That would be awesome. That's a nice treat too. If you got kids you want to send off to soccer, go look at that spaghetti bake that I did and make them that. And they'll want that every time. When I was in soccer, I ate a big bowl. I love spaghetti. It's my favorite food. And I would eat a big bowl before soccer practice. And I was just like, yes. I looked forward to playing soccer every day because before soccer practice, I got to eat a big bowl of spaghetti. And I would just run it all off. But this is a comfort food today, so I try not to eat this all the time because I'm not going to go and run like soccer practice like I used to in soccer practice long time ago back in high school. So this is good. It's good to tell people that this dish is good for someone who's going to be active after. I'm eating this because it's my comfort food. I will go jump in the pool and I will go do some laps. So I can't just say I'm going to go eat and then just go sit down and watch a marathon on Netflix or something. I will let my food settle and I will go and jump in the pool after. So let's get this bad boy going. Come on. Start cooking. So let's just get that a little higher. This smells good already. John P., brother, how you doing? Thank you all for coming in, and hopefully you are enjoying this meal, this Thursday night meal with Susie B. But this is usually what I would call like a Cowboy mac, right? But we don't have macaroni, so we have penne pasta. And if you're at home and you got, if this happens to you and all you got is a different kind of pasta, I'm just making it work with what I got. But usually I would put macaroni pasta in this dish because this is like my Cowboy mac. I love my Cowboy mac. So this is a great camping dish also. What's wrong with this thing? So yeah, this is a great camping dish. If you're camping and you got cast iron and you got a nice fire, cook this for yourself, your friends. They will love you. You want to make sure you bring cumin, your garlic, your salt, your tomato paste, whatever, your stocks, your chicken stock, your beef stock. But we're going to use chicken stock for this one. So that's pretty much the ingredients. Look, it's 5:55. So those are the ingredients. Ground beef, macaroni, or I'm using penne pasta, garlic, fresh garlic, bell peppers, onions. The seasonings are cumin, salt, pepper, and chicken stock. And I'm also going to be using diced tomatoes. So those are the ingredients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the veggies back in. We're going to get some of this pasta water in here. We're going to get the diced tomatoes in here. You know what? I'm even going to do a few dashes of baking soda to neutralize the acidity so we don't get heartburn from this canned tomato. So just add that all together like that. Just like that. This diced tomato. Baking soda. I'm just going to add a dash. A pinch, not a dash. See, I'm going to add a pinch. Right, here's a pinch. There's one pinch. And there's 2 pinches. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to add some of this pasta water to the ground beef. And you'll see it. You'll see science happening. You'll see the reaction of the acidity from the tomato blending in with the baking soda, and you're going to neutralize the acidity. I really like this because now I can make more tomato dishes for my hubby and I, and we won't have heartburn. So the spaghetti that I made, the spaghetti bake, oh God, that was so freaking good. That was so good. I'm going to be adding a blend of cheese in this. So there's it's kind of nice and soupy. God, I don't know if that pan's going to be too small. Let's add some more. So since we're adding, shoot, I should have added the tomato paste. Do I need some? Just a little bit. Okay, let's add a little tomato paste. Probably about a tablespoon. Let's get that mixed up in here. So you don't want it too soupy. You don't want to drown everything. You want it to be creamy, cheesy, and chunky. So I'm going to taste this here and see what it tastes like. Let's try a little bit. I'm going to try a little bit. My God. That was so good. Okay. I'm going to add the chicken stock now. You got to be careful because if you're adding chicken stock, you want to add half of what you would think you need because the cheese is salted, so you don't want to oversalt this dish. So you want the chicken stock, the flavor in there, but you don't want to overdo it with you want to overdo it because you don't want it too salty. So we're going to put about that much. That's about a teaspoon maybe. About a teaspoon. You want the flavor in here, definitely. Chicken stock, tomato, and cumin will make the most wonderful flavor ever. Those are the 3 best ingredients to ever add to beef, especially ground beef. Especially ground beef. And once you get the hang of using those 3 ingredients, you can incorporate that into a lot of dishes, and you'll have some banging flavors. You'll have some freaking awesome flavors. So let's try this again. Okay, that's just right. So I'm going to add the cheese to that. It's not going to be too salty. Just remember, if you're adding cheese to your dish, just don't forget that there's sodium already in that. So if you're salting your dish and you're adding cheese to it, You want to think about that before adding salt to your stuff and adding cheese to it. So you probably don't want to salt anything that you're making if you're adding a ton of cheese. Okay, that pasta is almost just right. It's going to cook for a couple more minutes to bring it out of the al dente. And we're going to put that in here, the pasta. We're going to drown it in cheese. I'm just going to drown it. Okay. This back. This should be done in no time, guys. If you want to add a little creamy texture to this, you can put some sour cream in there and then add some cheese. Unless you're a chef and you know how to make your creamy sauce, you can do that too. But I don't expect chefs to watch my cooking. This is how we did it at home. So it's good enough for us. We're all still alive and healthy. Okay, so pasta. Let's just drain it here. It's about the right amount of liquid that we want in our pan where the meat is at. We're going to add all this to the pan and we're going to add the cheese to it. Pasta is just right. Just like so. All right, take it over here. Still a few little bit pieces in there. All right. There we go. Just going to add a little bit of this in here. Pasta water. So I didn't quite like how big these noodles, they're long, but we're going to make it work, right? So get all your stuff, mix it all together. And some people like sour cream in this stuff too. So sour cream, you could do it after. I mean, you could just put a dollop of sour cream on top. You can put jalapenos in here, just whatever color peppers you like, but I'm going to add all this cheese now, and I'm going to cover it. Just like that. We want this to melt in. You can do your cheese sauce too. There's a way to do a cheese sauce. You can do that, but this is how we did it growing up. We didn't do it culinary style, chef style. This is how we did it. So that's how I'm doing it. This is how I'm showing you the traditional ways that we did it growing up. Simple. Anybody could do it. 10-year-old can do it. That's how old I was when I started cooking. So we're going to let that cook. I'm cleaning up my area here. Everything away. That's on real low. Wait. Let me see if I can catch up with the chat. Hey Stuart, how you doing? Gate Smasher says, yeah, and have to wash my hands after cleaning out the septic system. Oh my gosh, are you making repairs, Gate Smasher, or did you are you undoing your handiwork? Are you undoing your handiwork? Okay, just cleaning up these few dishes here. Yeah, so this is what I would usually call my Cowboy mac, but I don't have macaroni pasta, so I'm using penne pasta for this. So just let that cook a little bit. It's on real low. It's on like 2, so it's cooking real low. So we're not losing a whole lot of liquid through steam. So you want to trap all that steam in there so you melt your cheese. And this is a comfort food that we grew up with. So I was really in the mood for some comfort food today, and I wanted to share with you our family recipe, how we made comfort food, this particular dish growing up. And I've said it before, but we did use macaroni for this recipe. But I didn't have any, so I'm using penne pasta. So we use whatever pasta. You can do shells. Shells works good in this recipe too. The pasta shells, the small ones and the medium ones work perfect for this recipe. Just awesome. If I had shells, I would have used the shells instead of the penne. But it's going to all work out pretty good. I just you have to sometimes improvise, right? And I'm still just trying to get over the shape of the noodle. That's all. In my brain, I'm just like, no, not that kind of pasta. But it's okay. It's all right. Jumpy says, looking great, sis. Thank you, brother. Stat says, looking good. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my God, you ready to see it? It's pretty much done. That's how quick it goes. So if we're 38 minutes in, we're able to make a whole wonderful meal, a dinner meal for you and your family, you and your significant other, your mother, your brother, your sister, your friend. This is what you got. Is I would call this Cowboy mac, but it's Penne mac. So this is what you got. It's done. You can garnish it with, green onions if you want. Make it look pretty. You could put just whatever you want. So I'm gonna put some of this. You want to put this in a bowl, okay? Put this stuff in a bowl. Let's get a spoon. And just kind of, this is ready. Just grab it, put it in your bowl. And it still has juice in there. Just cover it right away once you serve your plate, and don't let any more of that moisture escape. Put it aside, put it on the warmer. We're going to do that so when my hubby gets here, he'll have a nice hot meal if he wants to have some of that. But this is what it looks like here. And let's get this zoomed in. This is what it looks like. This is tonight's dish is Penne mac, and you got your ground beef, your onions, your bell peppers, your garlic, your penne pasta, and this is a mixed blend of cheese. You can use the Mexican blend, and you'll get this. You'll get this nice look. You can do mozzarella, whatever cheese you like. If you want to just skip that kind of cheese and use Parmesan, that'll work too. But this is how we did it. I'm just giving you alternatives if you don't really know. If you have something else in the fridge, definitely definitely use what you got. It'll all work out. So let's try this. Let's try this. All right, let's see. We're going to try this on camera. Hi. We're going to go over to the table and let's try this bad boy. Let's see. Let's see how this comes out. All right. So let's try this. Okay, so let's get some pasta in here. Right. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Okay, let's right. Hmm. Hmm. You guys, that is the best stuff ever. Oh my god. It doesn't even need sour cream. I mean, if you like Tabasco, you can put a little Tabasco on that. Mikey was talking about Tabasco earlier, and that kind of stuck in my head. Mike, not Mikey. But it doesn't need nothing. It doesn't need anything. I mean, if you like jalapenos, you could definitely put jalapenos in this. If you want a little spice, it doesn't need nothing. You watched all the ingredients I put in here. So it doesn't need anything. Hmm. Hmm. That is so good. Oh my God. Make this for your kids. Make this for yourself. You know what? You could also add to this and do a little Tex-Mex style. Throw some corn in there. It'd be really good. These are all the things that I thought up after growing up with these recipes. You know, when you're old enough to make your own decisions and nobody's around to tell you no. That those things, those ingredients, you can get some mozzarella sticks, and if you don't have cheese and you got mozzarella sticks, cut those little bad boys into little. Get your tube and then chop those up. Throw that on top. It'll all come out the same. It all melts. It all melts really nice. So this is so good, though. Make this for your family and your friends, yourself, your parents, your brother, your sister. Mm. That is so good. It's not missing anything. It's not lacking anything. All the flavors are there. I didn't even add pepper. If you like pepper, you can add that now. The pepper would go perfect now, right on top. It doesn't need anything. It's got everything. Oh yeah. This is this is so good. You just want to take your plate and run away from people, and go hide in your corner, and have your. This is what I call like a Cowboy Mac, right? But it's Penny Mac because it's penny pasta. And you can make it even more cheesier if you want. But this, use those ingredients just how I did it. Try to follow those ingredients. The cumin. Try to follow those ingredients, and you will have a banging dinner. Oh my gosh, it will be so good. Oh my god. Mm, that's the best stuff ever. Your hubby likes it spicy, huh? Yeah, you can add all that after. I mean, make it plain and then add or do separate the pot. Put half of it in another pot. Cook it up to that point before the cheese. Then add all the jalapenos before the pasta, and add the jalapenos. Then add the pasta and the cheese. But yeah, all that hot stuff. Or if you just If your hubby likes the hot sauce and wants to douse it with hot sauce after, that'll work too. But if he wants to cook it in, I would say do it before the pasta. Before the pasta is put in there and separate it. But this is so freaking good. And if you want to, be adventurous, add some corn, some fresh corn off the cob, cut it right off the cob, or canned corn. Throw it in there. Throw it in there last, so you don't want to overcook the corn because then it gets that stale. It turns stale when corn is steamed too long. It sits under the heat too long after it's cooked. It gets that stale. It doesn't pop in your mouth, and it's not crispy anymore. It's like mushy and stale, just really awful. Zucchini, you could also add to this, zucchini and squash. That's actually another dish, Stat. That's actually another dish with just zucchini, squash, onions, and cheese. Well, you can add ground beef to that too. Instead of the pasta, add the zucchini. If you want to do if you want to be carb conscious, definitely add zucchini instead of the pasta. And you will have, use all the same ingredients, all the same spices. Yes, zucchini and squash this would be great. Just leave the pasta out and use zucchini instead, and you'll have a wonderful dish. That'll be so good. I love this. I thank you all for watching. That's the best stuff ever. I guarantee you're gonna love that, and you're gonna be like, oh my god. You're gonna want to make that all the time. But like I said, I'm gonna go do laps in the pool after this, so don't just eat this and sit down. I want to be responsible with viewers and make sure I educate you that this is a comfort food, okay? don't eat this all day long for the next 2 days and not do anything after. Go be a little active, walk around the block, do some laundry, do a little sweeping. If you got a pool, go do a few laps. Be a little active, depending on how much you eat. So I definitely will enjoy the rest of this and go and do some laps. And I'm going to enjoy that too, because it's hot. It's Hell's Kitchen outside. And I want to go say hello to Hell's Kitchen and swim in the oven with Hell and enjoy every part of it. Sounds so funny. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I had to paint my nails. Painted my nails. Thank you. So appreciate it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I don't make this too long. Hopefully you all learned something. Go cook this at home. Cook this for your family, your children. Impress your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your parents, yourself. If you don't have anybody, cook this for yourself. That portion I made is enough for a couple nights. For 3. Shoot, you got like six meals out of that. I think I got about 4 servings out of that. Probably maybe 5. But you'll be happy you tried this recipe. So thank you all, and I want to wish you a wonderful Thursday and happy weekend. If I don't see you again, okay? Thank you. Enjoy your penne pasta. It's not cowboy pasta, but it's a penne pasta. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, Stats. Bye, Scully. Bye, everybody.